Hello and welcome back. Today we're going through another bag of £2 coins, £500 worth. We're looking for the commemorative ones more than face value. As ever, trying to fill up my little collector's book. So we're getting tantalisingly close. We're missing Commonwealth Games Wales. And we're missing Shakespeare's comedies because we ticked off the Navy Centenary with the full flag error on that one as well, which is quite neat. And there we go, 2 to go, and we are so tantalisingly close. We've already got Northern Ireland, so you never know, maybe today will be our day to tick off 1 or maybe even 2 more. But also, I do also have this to share with you. So many of you remember Cambridgeshire Coins, a company I worked with that produced those awesome 50p coin books, have sent me a £2 coin book to show you guys. So for the sake of transparency, there'll be a link down in the description. If you go there and use the code Chris2, that's CHRIS and then the number 2, you'll get a discount on it, and I will financially benefit from it for every purchase that's made using that code. I want to make that very, very clear. So don't feel obliged to get the book, but if you like it, you can save some money, and I benefit from it as well. But let's get a first look at it. Look at that. That's a nice colour, isn't it? There we go. You can see the books that they've had or they've done in the past. Very neat. And that's their card. Cambridgeshire Coins, company I've dealt with a fair bit in the past now. But look at those. Very, very neat. So you've got the NIFC ones as well. Oh, 2018 £2. Cool. Just trying to have a little spy over them to see what we're looking for. It just goes to show with the minting, well, the Royal Mint, all of these are uncirculated. It's such a shame. There's almost half a page of stunning designs that didn't go into circulation. But there we go. An awesome looking book. Hopefully we'll fill up a whole bunch of spots on it as well and see what it looks like with a couple of new coins. And I'm just trying to spot the different uses of the Britannia in there. We've got 2015 Britannia, but not 2016. Okay, cool. Well, enough rambling. I think it's time to get into the bag. So this is my first coin hunt, other than the World Coin Hunt, since coming back from my holiday, and a big thank you to everyone that wished me well on it. I had a fantastic time, and hopefully tomorrow, if everything goes to plan, will be the day that I did a little bit of recording whilst I was out there. So what we're looking for, these are technologies. We don't want technologies, but anything else like that one. We got Charles Dickens there. We do have a tracker tracing the amount of Charles Dickens, Guy Fawkes, what's the other one? VE Day Anniversary and Commonwealth Games. So the Commonwealth Games being the rarest ones to find and the others being very, very common ones. But we can actually pop that one into the book. That's one of the fun things about this video and the 50p video we did in the past. Is actually being able to add coins into an album. It's quite neat. So Charles Dickens goes right down here. Just try and get it in straight. Oh, it's in there nice and firm. There we go. That's not going to fall out, is it? Very cool. But I must admit, because it's been a while since we added new ones into the book. Well, after I say that, we did recently add the Navy Centenary with the flag, but it's so exciting when you're starting a brand new book. Every video seems to be adding 5 or 6 coins, and now it's every 5 or 6 videos we're lucky to get one new one. A lot of people did ask if I was going to start a new book at 100 episodes of the 50p's. What I've said is that the Kew Gardens is exceptionally rare. The wrestling should be much more common than that. So if I get the wrestling, I will then round that to the closest 10 or so episodes and start a new book. But I'll keep going until we find at least the wrestling. And people always seem to be finding Kew Gardens, or at least messaging me or posting on my Discord server that they found a Kew Garden, so you never know. We haven't had one this year, we had 2 last year. Maybe our luck will change on that. Especially now that I'm hunting through double the amount of coins, because obviously I'm doing the live streams as well. I haven't for the last few weekends. However, this Sunday I'll be back to business as usual with the live streams. But a big thank you to Caledonian Coins and Bungle Collects, who very kindly offered Robert Burns, not Rodney Burns, Robert Burns. You can get that one in the book. Let's just check that one just in case. Oh, that's one as well. Brunel's Arches. Brunel's Arches being a common one, Robert Burns being fairly uncommon, desirable one to find. So let's get them into the book as well then. So Robert Burns goes. Oh, it's before then, is it? Okay. There he goes. Robert Burns, and then Brunel's Arches, or the Brunel's Achievements. What does it say here? Brunel his achievements. Oh, it's actually got the mintage figures on there. Can you see? That's quite neat. I like that. But no, I've still got a week off before I go back to work, and I've got a couple of trips planned, including ending up with the week on the Friday going down to the Royal Mint. So as ever, the Royal Mint tour is on the Saturday the 12th, I believe. So if you're in the area, if you're planning your trip to the Royal Mint and you want to come along and say hi, do come along and say hi. I'd love to meet more of you, as I've done on previous trips to the Royal Mint. It's awesome fun. And there's going to be a whole bunch of other coin tubers there for you to meet too, so it's not just me. But I can't wait. We've got the VED anniversary, so we can add that to the counter. And we can also add that one into the book. Let's have a look then. Surely that'll be right at the top, won't it? Let's leave it like that, that might be a bit easier. There we go. I think I might have pushed the first one in a bit too far. So I'm going to try and avoid doing that with the rest of them. Oh, he doesn't want to go in. There we go. He's in. Bit of a tight squeeze, wasn't it? My thumbs. I guess it's trying to get the balance of it being easy to put in, but not easy enough that they'll fall out. We've got the wireless transmissions. Maybe actually, I'll pop them down there for now, and then after the bag, we'll add them in. We've got Guy Fawkes, which we can add to the counter. So the per member. So there is such thing as a per member. However, it's very, very common, so don't pay more than face value for it. The Royal Mint did send, I think Martin from the Discord server, a letter confirming it was technically an error, but I would rather call it a variant than an error. We've got the Act of Union there, another common one. There we go. 3 more to stick into the book. Let's have a look then. Where are they going to go? Zoom out a bit. Right, wireless transmission. Marconi's wireless transmission. There we go. Another one in. What else did we get? Guy Fawkes. Goes that way around. And then the Act of Union. I never know which way around this goes. Guess it's that way then, isn't it? Very cool. Alright, next bag. But as I was saying, big thank you to Bungle Collects and Caledonian Coins, who live streamed on the Sundays that I would normally live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed their videos. If you didn't see them, do go over to the channels and catch a bit of their videos. They're awesome content creators. We've got rugby there, not the nice condition one. I think we'll hold out and see if we get another rugby to replace that one in the book. And there's another VE Day anniversary. Obviously St Paul's is where the new Paddington is. Not that I found him yet, but I live in hope. But I'm excited to go to the Royal Mint again, just get the new Strike Corona, and obviously with it changing 3 times this year, before the end of the year, there's going to be a whole bunch to find. We've got the World War One Centenary, the Army edition. It's the Navy one that's worth more than face value. Obviously the one with the flag error is worth even more. But let's see if we can channel some coin cupboard luck and get ourselves at least one comedies. Wouldn't that be nice? If not, I might have to go up to Scotland and see if I've got more luck up in Scotland getting the comedies. But no, my plan during my week off, I'm going to blitz recording and editing videos via the anniversary, which will then hopefully give me a bit more time to finish my sorting out my collection. Ooh, we've got Brunel's portrait there, but we've also got the London Underground Roundel, which is a very nice one to get. Slightly over face value as well. Stunner. But yeah, I'm going to sort out my collection so that I can do a whole collection video, which has been long overdue. Right, new ones then. Let's get the London Underground Roundel in there, which will be just there. It's slightly off at an angle, isn't it? Okay. And we've got Brunel's portrait. Goes in there. And the Army World War One Centenary goes here. Come on now, let's make sure we get this in the right way around. And these albums are also nice because they don't slip. Obviously the books I use, there is nothing sort of holding them in place, so they do slip around a bit. Very cool. Well, we've got one over face value, which is always good. But obviously more would be better. We've got the abolition of the slave trade. Obviously, as I said in past videos, you can get one with a smooth central bit, which was put into the album sets. So only if you've broken them out of their sets and paid for something or put them into circulation, you can find them, which I've never done. Very much like the IRB Battle of Britain. But I cross my fingers. One of these days, you never know, I might just come across it. There's also the Benjamin Bunny I've been signing. I'm so excited for the first person to either find it or for one to make its way back to me in the bags of videos. So for those of you who don't know, the 50p videos, any Benjamin Bunny I find, I sign with a Sharpie marker and then put back into circulation. If you do find one, do send me a picture, because I'm been waited with bated breath to see who the first person is. Got the Active Union there. I must admit, I did take a bit of heat from people moaning that I was defacing currency, but I thought, there's 25 million Benjamin Bunnies and I've signed about 100. What sort of percentages that is minimal in my books, when you consider you got people that will smash up coins or bury coins, I guess, so they'll get corroded. Another abolition of the slave trade. And another abolition of the slave trade. Holy Toledo. All with the texture finish there. But no, with Benjamin Bunny, it's all a bit of fun. And it's more interesting to see how far they travel after they're paid back into my bank. Luckily, none of them are turned back up in my videos, so it leaves me with the hope that I am not just getting the same coins recycled over and over again. But maybe the design gets, well, the Sharpie pen does get washed off, I'm not sure. Brunel's achievements. But not a lot else there. Let's get the abolition of the slave trade in. That one goes just there. We got a nicer one that hasn't been beaten up. I think that one looks a bit nicer. There we go. Well, it's looking good, isn't it? Nothing new for my book, but plenty for the Cambridgeshire coin book. Brunel's portrait. Pop that up there. You might have noticed I've swapped over the towel as well. It's looking a bit beaten up, I think. A couple more weeks and a new towel will be in order. I can't spin it around or turn it the other way anymore. I've used up all the usable sides of it. To be fair, it's the PO box videos that ruin it. What is that? What on earth is that? What a stunning design. It's an Isle of Man. Wow. That's a stunner. 2017, so it's a newer one as well. Holy Toledo. Well, I'm excited to see what the value of that is. What a stunning design though. Sandcastles and seagulls on the beach. Oh, I want to be back on holiday. I didn't make any sandcastles whilst I was on holiday, but wow, that is a beauty. So not one we need, but one I've never seen before. So it hasn't got any text around the rim. That'd have been interesting. But there we go. Wowee. Well, let me know in the comments if you've seen one of them before. The territories do tend to be over face value, so holy cannoli. And it feels like I'm seeing more territories coins now that I'm hunting through the pennies for the year 2000 for the world record. I've found tons of territories ones, to be fair, hanging about in bags of change. We got the VE Day anniversary again for the counter, and Brunel's portrait. Very, very neat. We've got about 4 or 5 bags left. Let's see if we can get a nicer rugby to put into the book though. That would be good. But that Isle of Man one is a pretty awesome find. We've got another VE Day anniversary. We can get that one on the counter too. And another Charles Dickens. God, the counters are getting a good workout, aren't they? I completely lost the train of thought what I was talking about before I found that Isle of Man £2 coin. Oh well, it'll come back to me if it's important. It's also worth mentioning the Queen with the necklace is not rare. There is more of those than the most common commemorative design. I am also hoping to get a video on coin values out either this week or the following week, because I'm kind of being bombarded with people asking me what coins are worth, so I think that would be a valuable resource to put out there. We've got Charles Darwin there, and we've got Lord Kitchener. Both very common but cool designs nonetheless, and there should be new ones into the Cambridgeshire coin book, shouldn't they? So Charles Darwin goes here. Okay, and Lord Kitchener must be on this side. There he is. Seems to be a lot more of the rarer ones in the later series, but we're making good progress, to be fair. Filling these up. A couple more rare ones would be lovely in the last 2 bags to go. But no, the new strike coins, I can't wait to find out what they're going to be. I have a feeling, obviously we know the Britannia is the current one. I reckon we're going to get a Brexit one because it's going to change the end of October. If Brexit doesn't happen, maybe we'll get the one I've been banging on about for what seems to be the entirety of the year. A Kew Gardens, 50 years of 50p, a decade of the Kew Gardens. It's got to be Kew Gardens, hasn't it? And then I would imagine the last one of the year would be a Christmas design. But anyway, so for those of you that made it this far into the video, you might be interested to know I've got a Discord server. You can click the link down in the description below. If you're over the age of 13, you can't be on Discord if you're under 13. It's not my rules, it's their rules. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter if you'd like to contact me there as well. But let's just have a quick check through, make sure we haven't missed any that we can put into the book. But very, very impressed. Well, let's put that, even though it's not a very nice one, let's put the rugby in there to fill the space. He might not fit because he's been a bit battered. Just about goes in there. There's no way we're going to get him back out there. And let's stick at technologies. Do we want a certain year? Let's have a quick spy through. Put a nice shiny 2015 in there. Let's get it the right way around. There we go. Some absolute stunners in there. Well, I hope you've liked the album as much as I have. Very neat design. As I said, a shame that so many of these didn't go into circulation though. Would have added that extra bit of variety to the hunt. But as I said, if you're interested in this album and you want to save some money on it, use the link down in the description with my code Chris2. But do be mindful, I do financially benefit if you go and purchase it, so don't feel obliged to as ever. But Star Pull, without a shadow of a doubt, is that absolutely superb Isle of Man £2 coin. Isle of Man, those of you that live there, you have got some beautiful coins that you can find. And it makes me really, really, really want to book a trip over to the Isle of Man. I think that would be awesome. But as ever, all that leaves me to do is thanks so much to Cambridgeshire Coins for providing another book for me to show you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.